Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, this is logarithm part 3. Okay, so um, like I said in part 2, there that we'll be moving to laws of logarithms. Mathematics is very simple. All you just need to do is just to show interest. When you show interest, everything starts to fall in place. Okay, don't see it as very hard at all. So, and we've done justice to some of these topics in mathematics. So we've been able to break it down into pieces. So we are not rushing, we're taking it one step at a time. We want a situation whereby you pick any of our parts, maybe in the next 1 year, in the next 2 years, or perhaps in the next couple of months or next month, and you'll be able to sit down at your comfort zone at home and be able to understand all the topics in mathematics. Okay, so now this is logarithm part 3, laws of logarithm. The first law that we have here is laws of additional law. Okay, additional law is very simple. So all you just need to do is that they must have the same base. That's the condition. I don't want to start writing in statements. Okay, they must have the same base. Like we also have in indices. Indices also have, before you can work on indices, they must also have the same base. Then you do whatever you want to do with the power. Okay, so in this case now, you have log y base c, log z base c equals, what do? Pick log c, only one log c. Pick only one log c. Y and c, they are representing value. I'm just using alphabet to illustrate what we have here. So log y base c, log z base c. So it means at the end of the day, you pick one base, which is log base c. What do you do to the value? You multiply the value, y and z. Okay, you multiply the value, y and what? And z. So in order not to waste our time, let's just go to the example straight. So from this example, you can see that we have log 3 base 2. So we have log 3 base 2. So from log 3 base 2, we also have plus log 5 base 2. So what do you do at the end of the day? From the example given below for additional law, all you just need to do is just to pick 1 base 2. Okay, so pick log base 2 because it's common based on the illustration given above. So when you pick 1 log base 2, so at the end of the day, what do you do to the value? You multiply. That's 3 times 5. It's as simple as that. So when you multiply the value, you have 3 times 5. So at the end of the day, you get your answer. The answer is what? Log 2. 5 times 3 is what? Is 15. So it means that at the end of the day, you can just multiply. When you multiply, you get your 5 times 2, and that will give us what? 15. So it's as simple as that, and it's just straightforward. So what you can do here is that you can have as many as possible. You can have as many examples as possible here. So it means at the end of the day, you should be able to work with a lot of example under this part. So it means that I can just add additional example down so that you can see exactly what I'm trying to say here. So it means at the end of the day, we can have more than enough questions. So we have number 2 here. Number 2, let's just say we have log 2, okay, and we just say maybe we have log 2 base, let me just say 4, okay, then plus log 2, let me just say, you can use any base. I'm just using log 2 as an example. Let me just say we have let's just say another 4, okay. So this is the same thing as saying at the end of the day I can have log 2, that's 4 times what? Times 4. So I can have log 2, 4 times 4. So what are we trying to do here? Like I said, we're trying to pick one base, okay, and we're trying to multiply the values, okay. Log 4 base 2, okay, and then we also have log 4 base 2. So in this case here, what we just need to do is that we just pick only one log 2. We pick only one log 2, log 2 base 2, okay. So when we write log 2 base 2, then what do we do? Like what we do here, 4 times 4 is what? 16. Okay, I can rewrite that one. Let me just rewrite it so that you don't get confused. So it means we have log 2, that's 16. So don't forget, now in this case, we'll still get to that part that you have to split 16. You know, we can multiply 2 into maybe like 3 or 4 times to give us 16. So that is, we'll still get to that, but let's stop for this law under this part. So when we get to that, then we can apply that and simplify this one further. So that is the first law under logarithm. It's as simple as that. So all you just need to do is just to pick one base and multiply the values. So like I said, it's log 3 base 2. That is the way we call it. You need to know the pronunciation. How we call it log 5 base 2. Okay. The same thing for example 2 is what? Log 4 base 2. Then we also have log 4 base 2. So what do you do? Pick one base, which is log 2. Then because it's plus that is there, because it's addition law, what do? You multiply the value. That is 4 times 4 to give you 16 for example 2. Then for example 1, you have 5 times what? 5 times 3, which is 15. So in this case now, we have the one for, and that's the one for subtraction. So for subtraction here, so it's also straightforward. What do you do for subtraction? It's just vice versa of what we have here. So for subtraction, what do you have here? So if you have log y base c minus log z base c. So at the end of the day, you should be having log, you should be having log y over c, okay, over z rather, into base c. So it's simple for subtraction law under logarithms. So what do? All you just need to have is that when you have log y to base c minus log z to base c, so just pick one base, which is log c, okay. I intentionally use log into base c so that you can understand very well. So at the end of the day, just pick the value will be what will be divided, okay, for subtraction law. So that will be log to base c, that's log y over z to base c, okay. So log y over z to base c. So if I give an example here, let me give you an example here. So when you have e.g., so let's assume you have log, let me use 3 in this case, okay. Let's assume you have log 6 to base 3 minus log, you have log, let's say another, let me use the word 2 to base 3, okay. So if you have log 2 to base 3, so at the end of the day, you should have that, okay, pick one log to base 3, okay. What do you do to the value? You divide. That's 6 divided by 2. So by the time you have 6 divided by 2, so at the end of the day, you should be having log 3. 6 divided by 2 is what? 3. Okay, it's as simple as that. So it means when you have subtraction, what do? Pick one base, then divide the value. Okay, it's as simple as that. Log 6 base 3 minus log 2 base 3 is equals to log 6 over 2 into base 3. It's as simple as that. It's just like chin chin and pure water.